Just put it in. But don't put it in, but like just put it on there.
On this episode, we figure out how to get a manager drunk through tequila and also become best friends with someone you hate.
In our upright and locked position, and please ensure all your armrests are lowered at this time.
Cheers.
Cheers. Alright, cool. What's going on, guys? Today we're with a couple of really good friends of mine. Looking excited to sort of see the stories that we come up with today, because there's a couple of goodie bags happening here. So I'm going to let the boys introduce who they are, what they do, etc. So tell the people who you are.
Hey, my name's Zach Farrow and I'm a useless alcoholic and half of FUP DUK with this man here.
Genga, so equally as useless alcoholic, thankfully found a job that actually enables that.
Awesome, thanks for coming down, guys. So let's go back a couple of sentences. What's your DJ names? What's your join DJ name?
So we've got, together we're FUP DUK, FUP DUK, singly this is Genga, Jared.
I'll just play as Zach.
Yeah.
There's Zach.
Yeah, FUP DUK's like an old government campaign, like an anti-drinking, anti-drug campaign.
Yeah.
So the whole premise behind it was like, don't get FUP DUK. And we saw it and thought it was hilarious. So we took it as our name.
Yeah.
So good. You always also save money on marketing because the government's already done the job for you, right?
Hey.
Posters out there already. Yeah.
Nice. Helping the community to get drunk and not drunk at the same time. Awesome. So let's talk about how long collectively you guys have been DJing together.
Well, we kind of started together like at the end of last year,
Yeah.
But we've been jumping up and playing back to back for
A long time.
Yeah.
I think we got probably between the two of us probably about 10 years experience.
Yeah. So you guys know your way around the decks then?
Yeah.
He does.
Yeah.
Just drink.
Maybe we should get into backup dancing as well. It's like,
I'm also very good at that.
You actually have on the clips. There are quite a couple of little I don't know, whatever you call these things.
I'm amazed
Good.
he didn't take his clothes off, to be honest.
We'll get there.
So let's sort of what's some of the cool things that you guys have done? Like, what's some of the festivals? I know you've played like a lot of big festivals. Is there anyone that you've headlined with, or like you supported, or anything cool like that?
Well,
Southbound would have been the biggest one.
yeah, we did Southbound was at the start of this year and the end of last year. So that was our first kind of really big thing together. That was a lot of fun. We got to do all the handovers between a lot of the main big acts. So yeah, that was playing some huge crowds, like a lot of fun.
Yeah, awesome. And you guys didn't really take too long to really get like to a kind of main stage sort of thing when you guys decided to go through it, right?
Yeah, no, like 2 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. But yeah, we were pretty lucky. We were just sort of, I guess, right place, right time.
Okay.
And had done quite a lot of work around the industry individually before we sort of came together.
Yeah.
Which obviously made it happen a little quicker. But yeah, Southbound was amazing. We got to play. We played after LDRU. We opened for Hot Chip, opened for Peaches.
Peaches.
What
What was the band that we came on after?
Smith Street
Band.
Band.
Yeah, that was great.
Montaigne.
So
Yeah, it was wicked. Really
yeah, that was a lot of fun.
San Cisco.
Yep.
Love San Francisco.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go back. I mean, so you guys have done some cool things. You guys are doing some cool things this year as well. You guys get into producing music like down the track as well, aren't you?
It's maybe not so much producing. We're going to work towards that, but
Yeah.
more just in the process of doing cheesy little mashups and
Yeah. Sick.
fun things to
I love
kind
that
of.
matchup.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably more like making little edits of stuff and remixing stuff rather than so much producing our own tracks.
Yeah.
We're not sort of that clever yet.
Yeah.
Early days in that respect.
Very early
Just
days.
so like looking forward to those mashups. What just explain to everyone the kind of genre that you guys really love.
Because that's like a hard question, right?
It's a bastard pop Big Swift.
So we started playing together before we sort of made it an official thing, and we would just like, you know, we'd be scrolling through songs to see what to play next, and it'd be like, our original rule was like, what's the stupidest thing we can play next that absolutely no one would expect? And then we realised after a while that we had a bit of a pattern where we'd sort of like, we'd play like a bit of sort of current Triple J stuff, some like 80s rock, some 90s pop, and then some like sort of 90s, 2000s R&B hip hop, and just sort of genre jump from like one to the other. So yeah, it's fun. It's, yeah, just literally trying to think what the dumbest thing is that no one will expect next.
It keeps the people guessing, right?
Yeah, totally.
And hopefully dancing.
It's funny, like, because when I was filming some of the stuff for you guys in the film that goes after this, like, I'm in the crowd, and then you guys do jump, and there's people next to me going like, where the fuck did that come from? And then they're just like, oh, I love this song, like, you know? So it's always like...
It's working.
Yeah. So let's go back to the really good story of how you guys met.
I'll let Zach take the lead on this one.
Right. So I was running a nightclub, which was quite, I guess, fancy, bit of a fancy nightclub, and we sort of only played, like, I guess, house music. And
just to pull it into perspective, I was playing a lot of bass nights at this time.
Jared was playing a heap of trap and a heap of drum and bass, and we were booking our DJs through an agency, and one of our guys couldn't play one night, so they were like, oh, we're sending you a replacement, his name's Genga. And I'd seen his name on posters for like drum and bass gigs and trap gigs, and I was just like, nah, I don't want him. And they were like, no, he's your only option. Nah, I don't want him. I'm not interested in him. Get me someone else. So they couldn't get anyone else. So I was like, you better word him up, let him know to the guy that's booking him. I'm like, you better tell him, like, you know, absolutely no bass music. So he rolls in. Jared's like the friendliest guy in the world. So he comes in and is like, hey, how you doing? I'm here to play. And I basically just went, yeah, hi, you're upstairs, and walked off.
A beautiful friendship was born.
We had this room upstairs that we'd just never been able to make work. We could never get anyone to go up there. And I gave him probably like 45 minutes and went up there to check, and it was like packed, like wall to wall packed. And he was playing like all these like R&B hip hop edits and just doing basically almost like what we do now, just genre hopping. And it was ridiculous, and like was the best that it had ever been. And yeah, that was it. I grabbed a bottle of tequila and we sat there and started drinking out the bottle while he was playing, and we've pretty much been best friends ever since.
And that's where the useless alcoholics started. It's Zach's fault.
Yeah.
Tequila.
Yeah.
Best way to do a friendship, hey?
Oh, 100%. That's how I met my girlfriend as well.
Okay, so so you guys have been DJing for a long time now. You guys are doing some cool things. You found really something that really works, and you guys can progress together now, right? How long did it sort of take for those people who are watching, who want to be in DJ, or you guys got experience with the industry, a lot of the industry. So perhaps if you wanted to get into the industry, maybe run a really nice nightclub, become really cool DJs, or start mixing with your friends and stuff like that. How hard was it for you to actually sort of get into something that was worthy of success, or into like you guys play Slims, right, which is a pretty good club, and then your name around Perth is really good as well. You get to play a lot of cool places. So to be able to get to that level where people were just like, yeah, sweet, come in, we really want you. How long did it take for you guys to actually get good or network? And do you have any
For me, years.
Yeah.
Like, definitely took years, but for anyone that's actually starting out, the best thing you can do is one, just be good at it. Like, practice, put the practice in. Like, actually do that hard work there, and make sure that your product that you're actually trying to sell it's good. And then do your research. Like, actually figure out which venues are the sound that you want to kind of push. Like where you want to be, and then go to those venues, but be seen in those venues, and actually support the venues, and actually meet the people that are running the things, and like just become involved in the actual scene and the industry, and help support it and let it support you.
Yeah,
that's
awesome.
100%.
Yeah.
And if the manager's a dickhead, just bring a bowl of tequila in and
Yeah,
you'll win him over. Maybe don't sneak tequila into their club though. That might go.
Yeah, that's not always a good option.
But yeah, 100% what Kenga said. Just support, like find what you want to do, find who's doing it, and then just.
Yeah. And if there's not that option out there, make your own. Go and find a space, get your friends around, and try and build your own thing. A lot of people have that's how they've come up, and they've built their own thing and then get invited into the venues where they've wanted to play and do what they want. Mixtapes as well. Make sure you're pushing a lot of them out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never underestimate house parties.
Never underestimate house parties.
Clubs are always, I'm looking straight down the camera here. If you're 17 to 19, clubs are always looking for that next group of kids to come through. So
Yeah.
if you are throwing awesome house parties, keep doing what you're doing, and then go to a club and say, I can bring you 200 people on a Thursday night. They love that stuff.
Bang on. Words of wisdom right there. And sort of where do you guys sort of see wanting your, ultimately where do you guys want to be in like let's say 5 years or something? What's the kind of the vision that you guys have for you guys?
I don't know if we're really intending on so much like making our own music. It's more of just like a fun sort of
Having a lot of fun at the moment.
having a lot of fun. Yeah, just playing party sets. We've had offers to go over to go play on the Greek islands, which would be pretty cool. So hopefully take that up. Maybe not this season, but next season. A couple of other gigs in sort of Bali, but it'd be good to be able to I'd like to be able to get a national tour within 5 years.
Yeah.
The national party tour. That'd be good.
A lot of branding to build first.
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys will get there. So, all right. So we're gonna shut it off there. We're gonna show you guys the film that I made about these boys. Having quite a lend of a time, and there's quite a few cameos as well. And say thanks to these guys for coming down. Like, subscribe, share this, check out their bios in the links.
Yep.
Give them a like, subscribe to their shit.
Just put out a new mixtape, which will be hopefully linked there.
Download that mixtape.
It's on
SoundCloud. So that's it's pretty much shows exactly what we're doing. It's a more of a throwback mix, but yeah.
Yeah.
Epic, guys. Cool. All right, well, let's cheers it up and
Cheers.
see you guys in the next event.
Thanks,
Thank
man.
you.
Cheers.